Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time in 2020, I went to sleep. Then I woke up and the car was on its side. Yep, that was my car that I had to scrap after my brain decided it was time to cuddle with the tar road at 60 kilometers per hour on a Saturday night. It was the world's most expensive 3-second nap. Although technically it could have been even more expensive had someone died. But hey, lesson learned, I guess. And therefore, today's topic: how to become a man who performs his sleeping duty, not a man who performs a sleeping beauty. Let's begin. So, how do smart, functional, full grown adults end up unconscious behind the wheel of a 900 kilo murder machine? Simple. We lie to ourselves repeatedly and confidently. Lie number 1: once I start driving, I'll wake up.
You serious?
Let's be real. This is not how the human brain works. If you're already sleepy before you start driving, there's no such thing as powering through. This is what actually happens. You sit, you cruise, your body relaxes, your eyes fixate on that flat, repetitive road, the cabin hums, the AC is cool, and your brain, it gets even more bored than it already was. Your brain is now running a perfect simulation of sleep while pretending to stay awake. It is literally warming you up for a blackout. By the time you realize you were wrong, you will already be halfway through a micro sleep with your skull headed straight towards an unamused tree. If you're sleepy before driving, you are already unfit to drive. This isn't school. You don't get grace marks for showing up. Lie number 2. I've driven tired before. Nothing happened. Cool. And I've jaywalked at night across busy highways before. Didn't die either. This doesn't mean it means I'm just lucky. This lie is called survivorship bias. You're basing your confidence on the times you did not crash while conveniently ignoring the fact that none of those were test drives through Yamraj's living room. Driving tired is gambling. And just because you won a few rounds does not mean the house won't clean you out the next time. Remember, experience does not reduce fatigue, it just makes you overconfident, and that's how people end up dead with a spotless driving record. Lie number 3. I can't sleep now. I'm just 10 minutes away. You know what else is less than 10 minutes away? The crash. 88% of fatigue-related accidents happen within 16 kilometers of your destination. What's the source, you ask? Here it is. https://pmc.ncbi.nlm.nih.gov/articles/pmc4375775. You see, in my case, I had already driven 115 kilometers and my home was only 25 kilometers away.
It's true.
So many accidents happen near home because that's when your brain goes full autopilot. Your guard drops and your body finally says, screw it, I'm done pretending. Microsleep doesn't care about your ETA. It doesn't hold back because you've only got 2 turns left and a speed bump to go. Almost there means nothing when your brain has already left the chat. Lie number 4. Windows down, music loud, I'm good. No. What you've done here is slap a band-aid on a bullet wound. Loud music and cold air might jolt you for a few minutes, but they don't fix the actual problem. You know that little problem that your brain is actually shutting down? Sensory stimulation is not a substitute for sleep. It's just a noisy distraction from your inevitable doom. So unless your playlist includes CPR instructions or last rite prayer hymns, turning up your volume isn't going to keep you alive. Microsleep doesn't care about your playlist. It shows up uninvited to your wedding, just like your toxic ex. Lie number 5. If I was tired, I would know I was tired. Wrong. That's like saying if I were a corporate slave, I would know I was a corporate slave. Drowsiness is sneaky. It doesn't tap you on the shoulder. It sucker punches you in the face while whispering, you've got this, bro. Every single one of these lies is designed to help you avoid one thing: pulling over. Because pulling over feels like weakness. But you know what else feels like weakness? Pulling up in the ICU with 3 tubes down your throat and 2 spinal cords because you tried to outsmart biology. Do not negotiate with sleep, my friends. You will lose. Every f***ing time. Alright, maybe you've been humbled. Maybe you've accepted that you're not the chosen one. Now let's talk about how to actually know if you're too sleepy to drive before the crash report does it for you. These tests are simple, free, and take less than a minute. No nonsense, no astrology, just straight up proof that your brain is betraying you. Let's start with something measurable, the PVT reaction test. Go to your app store or the Play Store if you're poor and search for reaction time test. It should be a simple phone app with colored dots that pop up. All you have to do is tap as fast as you can when the color changes. If your result is less than 300 milliseconds, you're fully alert, good to go. If it's more than 500 milliseconds, your arms and feet should be zip tied and your ass should be in the back seat or the boot, dealer's choice. If it's between 300 and 500, pray to your God and start driving. And if it's below 100, I think you should call up Mercedes-Benz because Toto Wolff might be really interested in you right now. And you can't fake this test. This is what scientists use to detect fatigue in pilots and astronauts. Next, a dead simple memory check. Apologies for the shameless pun, ladies and gentlemen of the board. But yes, memory check. Look around before you start the engine. Pick 5 things. A sign, a building, a tree, anything. Drive for 2 to 3 minutes and try to list them out. Oh, you can't remember all of them?
The numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
That's it, straight to the gulag. The next one is called mind blanks. Very similar to the last one, but not the same. If you're driving down a merry highway at 3 p.m., pot belly full of chicken gravy and rice, and you suddenly realize that you have absolutely zero memory of the last few kilometers. Congratulations, my friend. You just witnessed a miracle. You just successfully woke up from a micro sleep without launching yourself off the cliff. If you don't stop right now, a tree will definitely make you. Next, are people in your car noticing that you're drifting in and out of your lane, clipping rumble strips or missing your exits? No more vroom vroom for you, little Rajesh. You're gonna get mommy and daddy killed. Next, if your head bobbles at a red light or you're blinking like a dying tube light, stop pretending. I'd rather see you unconscious in the backseat than seeing you unconscious under a truck wheel. The last one is called the coffee test. So here's what you do. First, you pull over. Drink at least 200 milligrams of caffeine. Instant coffee also works. Just for scale, 200 milligrams of caffeine is 2.5 Red Bulls. Now, as soon as you suck that last drop, you set a timer for 20 minutes on your iWatch or your Firebolt Ninja Call Pro Plus smartwatch if you're poor. Then you recline your seat and you doze off. You wake up after 20 minutes and around that time the caffeine also starts to kick in. Now, do you feel like you could lift up a ladder? Good. You may continue on your voyage. Are you still feeling like shit? No bueno. Trip is cancelled now. And one last thing. When I crashed back then, it was my mom's loud scream before hitting the railing that woke me up. And at that moment, before my brain could gain control of my arms had already reacted. Without even realizing it, I had already turned the steering wheel violently to the right, and then thanks to WagonR's high center of gravity, physics did its job perfectly and the car flipped on its side. The lesson here? Choose your shotgun who is a better driver than you, who can sense it early when the car starts drifting, who can take control of the steering wheel first, then gently wake you up and ask you to pull over. After pulling over, they might trash you with a belt, and rightfully so, but find someone who has the nerves of steel to first get the situation under control without any sudden movements or sudden reactions. Sleep doesn't care about how close you are, how strong your playlist is, or how many times you've gotten lucky before. One blink too long and it's over. So test yourself, be honest, although some of us are allergic to it. Pull over if you have to. Because dead men don't reach destinations and they sure as hell don't learn lessons. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. And while you're here, please take a look at our other channel for more serious and in-depth content. See you in the next video.